I think the organisation that went into this event, the web page that was set up, the Facebook page, all of it was absolutely top class. And we've got to say loud and clear here today that this movement is grassroots or it is nothing. It's grassroots or it is nothing. That's what we've got to say. And we need events like this in every town, every village, every city of Scotland. We need the Yes movement awakened and on the march in every corner of Scotland. If you were looking for, it's no hard, but if you were looking for more reasons to keep you inspired about why it is you want to break the British state and get out of that horrible union, there are a plethora of reasons. You've got the example of our so-called Prime Minister going across the Atlantic and holding hands with that racist bigot Donald Trump, who has to learn that there is no moral equivalency between Nazis on one side and those that are attacking Nazis on the other side. We are on the side of those that are attacking the Nazis. That's where we are. That's the side. For Christ's sake, as you know, read his own history. They were a wee bit late coming into the Second World War. I'll grant you that. But the Second World War didn't have a moral equivalency between Nazis and the rest. The progressive world were against the Nazis, and we remain against the Nazis. That's the reality. And Martin's talking there, but an important question. A question that the unionist press used to try and confuse and bamboozle the question of currency in 2014. It's not something that we should really get hung up about as much any longer. Let's face it, you'll soon have a ginger bottle will be worth more than £1, for God's sake. As far as I'm concerned, and as far as progressives within the movement are concerned, let's face it, brothers and sisters, when we have an independent Scotland, I don't want the Bank of England to have anything to do with our currency. I want our own currency. The reason we don't want the Bank of England to have anything to do with our currency is in an independent Scotland, when we give the go-ahead for the new homes to be built, for the hospitals to be repaired, for the roads to be upgraded, for the public transport network to be reinvested in. We don't want the Bank of England turning around and saying, we're not releasing the funds. We want a National Bank of Scotland that releases the funds. And by the way, if you were looking for a more recent reason to re-inspire you, surely it was that absolute nonsense a few days ago where you get a bunch of muppets down in Westminster standing with their heads bowed with handkerchiefs stabbing their eyes because a bloody big clock isn't going to bomb anymore. Where were that shower? Why were they no bowing their heads and dabbing their eyes outside the Grenfell Tower at the horrible loss of ordinary working class lives? That's the hypocrisy we want to get away from. They say that Big Ben's not going to bong for another 4 years. Let's make a declaration today, brothers and sisters, that next time Big Ben bongs, we'll be an independent country. to win the arguments, win the debates, but we also have to bear in mind that in 2013, when they polled support for independence, it was bobbing along around 29 to 31%. Throughout 2014, we fought a ferocious battle against the British establishment and all of their lies and the bullying and the distortions that they could throw at us. We fought them and we nearly beat them. We raised support to 45%. Brothers and sisters, it stayed at least at 45% since then. If we can go from 29 to 45 during the last campaign, we can go from 45 to 60% during the next campaign. We have the single most important resource in our sight. We have the youth. We have the young people of Scotland who in their droves, in a massive majority, endorsed the idea that we're no better than anybody else, but we're no worse than anybody else either. That we just want to be a normal country that runs its own affairs, that makes its own mistakes, that invests in its people. Those young people are the beating heart of the independence movement. And I have got a message for those who have maybe been a wee bit confused in the last 12 months or so. Jeremy Corbyn is someone who I know personally and someone who I've got a lot of respect for. Jeremy Corbyn and I have been on the same side of many issues, whether it be the Iraq War, whether it be the Birmingham Six, whether it be the Guildford War, whether it be the idea of nuclear disarmament. Jeremy, you say that you want to build progressive alliances. I've got to say, as you're in Scotland, the progressive alliances can be built with those who are waving the salt tires, not the butcher's aprons of the Union Jacks. I have to say in a comradely, fraternal manner, Jeremy, I've got loads of respect for you. I support you in your demand for a free and independent Palestine. I support you in your demand for a free and independent Cuba. I support you when you stand shoulder to shoulder with Maduro in Venezuela. I support you when you support a united Ireland. What I can't understand, comrade, what I can't understand is why it is you're prepared to support those national liberation and freedom movements in all of those other countries, but not here in Scotland. I can't understand it. And for those who glibly and lazily say to us, you're all just nationalists, as if it's a form of abuse. Well, if supporting an independent Scotland makes you a Scottish nationalist, those who throw those stones have to accept the other side of that coin. Because if supporting and independent Scotland makes you a Scottish nationalist, then surely supporting the maintenance of the British state makes you a British nationalist. And I'll tell you, I know what nationalist I'd rather be. We have a duty, brothers and sisters. We have a duty to continue to build the grassroots movement. We had the fantastic event in Glasgow in July with all under one banner. We have this fantastic event here today, organised by Forward as One. We have on the 16th of September the next annual Hope Over Fear rally in Freedom Square. Let's show the world on the 16th of September, as we celebrate the 4th anniversary of the referendum, let's show the world that there is an appetite for Indie Ref 2. Let's show the world that we demand the opportunity to run our own affairs and to stand up and be counted in this world the same way as all of the other small countries of the planet are allowed to do. You know, they say that in the Rev 2 there's no appetite for it. And some people, and I think there has to be a cautionary warning here, some people are trying to tie the whole issue of the European Union to Indie Ref 2. Brothers and sisters, let's be clear about this. There are some of us in the movement. We're all one big family. We're all one big clan. Doesn't mean we all share the same vision of an independent Scotland. We all want an independent Scotland. Some of us have a different vision of what that independent Scotland will look like. Please don't tie us down to the idea that you give up Westminster rule for Brussels rule. Please don't tie the question of the European Union to independence. Let's have an independent Scotland, then let's discuss the question of the European Union. Brothers and sisters, I want to finish my wee 5 minutes by urging each and every one of you to take strength in the fact that we all share a collective dream, a collective flame, a collective clan. We are all for the one cause, the cause of independence, and we are all part of the Indie family. We are all part of the Indie clan. Let's build it and let's win Indie Ref 2 in 2018. Thanks very much, brothers and sisters.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Tommy Sheridan.